This a good one. Grover Washington Jr. Mr. Magic versus Let It Flow. Which one? Oh, for the career or prefer? This is tough. He was born in Buffalo, New York, but most people really not going to claim Philly because he lived in Philly and that's where he went to. And, you know, one of the baddest saxophone players ever. Loved his music, jazz, funk, fusion, versatility, style. One of those artists that you listen to. He just had a distinctive array. Was played a lot growing up, so I was very familiar with his style of music. It's something when you come along in a time period in a household where you hear musical stylings and when you talk about versatility, you can hear stuff and you don't have to think about, oh, was this song or how this artistry was, because it just was natural. You know, if you think about it, his whole thing predated what Kenny G did. It's just that Kenny G got more claim as an instrumentalist. But Grover Washington Jr.'s thing was bumping and it was catchy. You think about it. And it was sampled a whole lot too, because Mr. Magic, Heavy D and the Boys, a lot of people use that groove. Dun, 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 dun. It was so catchy, that shuffle, that groove, which would not have sounded out of place between a James Brown and an Average White Band album or a Cool in the Game record. Just that's how infectious it was. It was catchy as all get up. And it's one of those things that you can listen to Mr. Magic and it was like a combination that it was going. Maybe it was partly inspired by Shaft with Isaac Hayes with the instrumental break and everything, because there was a lot of instrumental breaks back then. But it had a lane of its own. He just commanded a whole different tonality as a sax player. So you just couldn't help yourself. You just was like, yeah, I'm gonna gobble that up, and it just was so engaging, so soulful, so bumping. But then we get Let It Flow. When you make a tribute to Dr. J. Julius Erving, one of the greatest basketball players ever, and you capture the essence of Dr. J, because you're saying let it flow. That's what he did. He floated, he was like levitating, and he had such an allure between the afro, his hands, and his shoes be in the air with them chucks on. And it's like you can actually see Dr. J when you hear Let It Flow. That bass, that groove, it just took a life of its own. Funky, had a bump to it. It sounded like Philly. It just that's one of the best tribute songs I've ever heard. So, Mr. Magic will definitely get the nod for the career, but Let It Flow is what I prefer. Because I'll listen to Mr. Magic and I love what it's about and I understand the totality and etc. But Let It Flow, nighttime, you can't tell me I ain't cool, I ain't sharp when I'm listening to that. That song just has a way of just speaking to the soul. So let it flow. That's what I gotta say. And I think it's a strong song, and I think that it speaks for itself. He was a very talented artist, composer, producer, very talented, very talented. And when you hear songs like this, you're reminded of it, of just the dynamics and his versatility, his smooth. There were so many other things that he did musically too, but this is a good battle here. So appreciate the question. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Shut up if you like, and hit that membership, because when you do, requests like this come true. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. Stay tuned. I'll see you again soon. Peace.